Hi, okay, welcome to this class. In this class, I'm going to give you a 5-minute exercise that you can do to improve your English a lot. So stay with me. Why am I doing this? Why am I giving you this exercise? Because I know that you have studied a lot. I know that you have tried many things, maybe. I know that you understand English. You understand the rules. You know everything about the present, the past, the future. You know the details, the exceptions. I understand this. Most English students know about English, but then when they want to use English, they freeze. They don't know what to do. And so I want to give you this 5-minute exercise for you to get more practice, for you to feel more freedom, for you to feel real improvement when it matters the most, when it's time to practice, when it's time to speak for real. Because sometimes, let me explain to you what happens. And maybe you have experienced one of these 3 situations, or 2 of them, or all of them. So let's imagine you are traveling. And while you are traveling, and even before you travel, you prepare. You prepare your sentences, you prepare your questions, you imagine in your head what you're going to say, you learn vocabulary for you to use in your traveling, in your trip. And then when you're there, every time you try to speak, you freeze. Or your sentences don't come out as you planned. And a lot of times when you're traveling and you get these experiences, you tell people, "Oh, I'm not going to speak much because I'm shy." And reality is that you're not shy, you are limited. Man, you know so much. You know so much more than what you can express. And that's horrible. That sucks. You hate it when that happens, and you come back and you think, "Oh, I don't know any English." Well, other people, so let's forget traveling, but this happens a lot, okay? And it's not that you're shy, you're limited. You know a lot of English, but you don't know how to use it. Now, another situation. Let's imagine a work situation. And you have a chance to do a Zoom meeting, an online meeting with people from other countries. When you are growing in your job, when you're growing in your business, you will get opportunities like this. You will get opportunities to do meetings with international people. And you know this. Maybe you've had meetings like this. Let me tell you something that happens sometimes. You are in a Zoom meeting and you get a chance to speak. You have something to say. And when the time comes to speak, you don't feel confident enough to say it. And so you say, "Oh, I freeze. I know English, but then I freeze." But you know what really is hard is after this meeting, when you see other people speaking, when you see other people saying the things that you wanted to say, when you have real input for the meeting and you can't do it, you know what really hurts is replaying the meeting in your head after the meeting over and over again. You're replaying, "Oh, I could have said this, I could have done this." And that's horrible to have to replay that over and over again. Let me give you another scenario. So we talked about traveling. Okay, so a lot of times you're not shy, you're limited in how you can use English. The other thing we talked about was meetings, professional meetings, a Zoom meeting, for example. It is, and the worst part of this is not freezing. The worst part of it is replaying this in your head over and over again. And then let's talk about a third situation. English will give you opportunities to meet people. Man, humans desire connection, real connection. So sometimes even in your country, you get an opportunity to meet somebody from a different country. And we know that English is the language that connects everything. And you meet somebody that is really, really interesting, an interesting person. And you want to talk to them. And you know a lot of vocabulary, but in that particular conversation, when it's real life, when the opportunity comes, you don't remember the words. And it's horrible because it's not that you're missing vocabulary, you have vocabulary. So it's not that you're missing vocabulary, you are missing connection. You can't really connect with interesting people. You can't really connect with that person you met that was an amazing person, and you can't connect not because you don't know the vocabulary, but you don't have the practice to use the vocabulary. Okay? Now, problems. These are problems. This is pain that you feel to know and not be able to use it. Why does this happen? Let me give you 4 causes why this happens. And then in the end, I'm going to give you the 5-minute exercise that you can use to get over this. Okay, but let me tell you why these problems happen when it's time for you to use English. So the first cause of this is that you are learning English as a school subject, not as an ability. And it's different. So when you learn English as a school subject, you know things intellectually. But to be able to speak English with confidence, to use it for real life, you need to treat English as an ability, not as a subject. Okay, so what I always use to compare, English is not like learning philosophy. English is like learning how to ride a bike. English is like learning how to cook something. It's an ability. Second cause, you wait to use English only when you feel ready. So you're waiting. Oh, one day, this is what you imagine. One day I will feel ready and then I will use English. There's a problem with this notion. There's a problem with this philosophy, is that you need to use it to get better at it. So if you only use English, if you only practice English when you feel ready, you will never know enough to feel ready. So you need to use it to get better at it. So this idea that has been implanted in your head that you need to wait until you feel ready, it's the wrong framework. It's the wrong idea for you to get better in English. Now, the third cause is that you are practicing alone for too long. You are treating English as something you do alone. You are only doing it, you're only practicing English on your phone. Doing your daily Duolingo tasks or some other app like this, but it's a lonely thing. And imagine this: all the three situations that we talked about, that where it's hard for you not to be able to use English with confidence: traveling, a work meeting, or English to connect to other people. All these situations involve what? Involve other people. You need other people to speak English. So when you spend too much time alone in this process, this actually works against your goals of getting more confident with English. And then the fourth cause of your problems with using English is that you don't have a clear system for feedback, correction, repetition. You have no clear system for feedback, correction, repetition. So all these causes are actually working against you. And the frustration that you feel comes from this. Okay, so here I'm going to give you this simple 5-minute exercise that you can do, and you can start doing it today. So the plan is, for 7 days, for 1 week, you are going to record a 5-minute video of yourself speaking English, and you're going to speak about yourself. Okay? And it can be describing yourself, it can be how you're feeling, it can be about your plans. It needs to be 5 minutes. Okay? And when we talk about this, 5 minutes seems like a little time, but when you do an exercise like this, 5 minutes is a lot. So the idea is, for 7 days, you're going to make a decision. For 7 days, you're going to record a 5-minute video of yourself. Okay? So after you record this video, you will watch it, make notes. And then the next day, you will do the same video. Same thing. You're going to talk about the same things and try to make your improvements. Every day for 7 days, the same video. You record it, you watch it, you take notes. The next day, you do it again. Now, this part here is super important. Listen to me. Don't wait until you feel ready to do this. You don't need to feel ready to do this. Just do it. Okay? So these are three ideas. Actually 2 steps, but 3 ideas. First, for 7 days, record a 5-minute video of yourself speaking about yourself. Second idea, don't trust your feelings about it. Oh, it's going to be horrible. Maybe the first video will be horrible. Don't listen to your feelings. This is an action, not a feeling. So just do it. And watch the video, make notes, and do it again the next day for 7 days. Okay? So, if you want to, leave a comment, send me a message, a direct message. Tell me, Mark, I'm going to do this. And then tell me at the end of the 7 days, tell me how it went. Did you see an improvement? How? Where? How did you improve? I really want to know about it. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Remember when I talked about this clear cycle? Feedback, correction, repetition. Now, if you're trying to get confident in English, alone, it takes longer. Okay? Alone takes longer. Okay? If you do it in a system, for example, if you work with me, I have a program, I have a mentorship that I will work with you for a month, for 2 months, for 3 months, depends on your goals and on your level. But of course, alone takes a lot longer. With somebody, you can make this whole process a lot shorter. Okay. Now, if you do the process with somebody else, you have the feedback and you have the structure, you have the method, you have clear steps. And finally, if you try to do this on your own, if you try to do this alone, it's a lot easier to quit. It's lonely. So many people that try to get better with their English, to speak it with confidence anytime they need it, the frustration, the loneliness eventually gets to them and they quit. So if you choose to work with me, send me a message. There's a link that you can click and you can fill out a short form, and I will see if I can work with you and get you to where you want to go to, with the right structure, with the right feedback, with the right follow-up, in the right environment. Man, your results will get really there fast and exactly personalized to what you need. So let's finish with this thought. Fluency is not about talent. It's about who you become while practicing.